Hello guys, and welcome back to my channel. So today in my video I want us to talk about 6 reasons why your natural hair is not growing or has refused to grow. Okay, so if this sounds like something you are interested in, then I want you to keep watching until the very end. The first reason why your hair has refused to grow is because of too much manipulation. Natural hair is delicate, natural hair is fragile, natural hair is at its weakest when it is dry. So when you often touch your hair, you manipulate your hair, trying to change your hairstyles often, it makes your hair become so weak, especially the ends of your hair, which is the oldest part. So the more you manipulate your hair, there is this friction between your hand and your hair, which is not so good for your hair, and it causes your hair to break off. So for your hair to grow, one thing you need to do, or one thing you need to know, is that leave it alone. Just leave your hair alone if you want to see growth. So as much as possible, avoid hairstyles that allows you to touch your hair often in a day, like what I'm currently wearing. Okay, so avoid this kind of hairstyles that would not allow you to keep your hands off your hair throughout the week. So as much as possible, go for a protective styling like cornrows and braids. For me, for instance, whenever I go for a braid, I make sure to keep my braid on for a minimum of 2 months, and after that I kind of leave my hair for a 1 month period. I just allow my scalp to breathe for 1 month period before I go for another braid. So as you can see, currently I don't have any protective styling on because I'm doing treatment to my hair. Because after 2 months, I feel like my hair has been deprived of a lot of nutrients, a lot of moisture and all that. So this is the time, this 1 month period is the time for me to get back all that nutrients that my hair was deprived of when it was in braid for all that 2 month period. As much as possible, go for protective styling. That is going to last you for 2 months, a minimum of 2 months, or even 3 months. Like, the further you can go with it, the better. But if you have scalp issues such as dandruff, itchiness, flakiness, whatever it's called, then probably 3 weeks or a month should be your maximum. Okay, but at most 2 months. So I went for the big chop in November because I wasn't seeing growth. It just gets to a point in your natural hair journey that you don't see growth anymore. It's like your hair is stunted. So I was going through that period. I felt like I was wasting money. I was wasting my time. I was not seeing growth. So I decided to do the big chop. That was in May of 2021. And I restarted everything again after giving my scalp some break, some 6-month breaks. I started again in November of the same year, 2021. So November last year, it's 1 year since I started this journey again of keeping my hair, going natural and attaining to, get somewhere with this journey. Manipulation is one thing you do not need to be doing to your natural hair. Moving on, the second reason why your hair has refused to grow is because you go to the salon to wash your hair. Yes, that is one of the biggest mistakes you will be making or you will be doing to your hair as a natural. So we naturals are blessed in such a way that even without heat styling, you still have so many ways to keep your hair stretched, and even in a more healthy way, I would say. Let me put it that way. It's like using the African threading method that you can keep your hair stretched after wash day. So you don't have to go to the salon to get your hair washed and stretched for you. You can do that at home. You just have to get your own conditioner and your own shampoo and you are good to go. Because one thing I've realized about the hair salon is that they don't have that patience that you need. Like, they don't have so much patience. Trust me, nobody can be so patient and so gentle with your own hair like you will. And the salon is all about the money. They are moving on to the next customer. So they don't have the time to waste on your hair, trying to detangle your hair, trying to be careful, trying to be gentle. No. They have this fine comb, a tail comb. Most of the time, after the first washing, before they apply conditioner to your hair, if you're in Africa, you notice that they have this fine comb that they try to use to comb your hair because they want this they want to be able to have this, like, remove all the tangles and all that. Trust me, they end up breaking off most of your hair when they are done. You really do not need any formula to wash your own hair. Just get your shampoo and your conditioner, and as much as possible, try or practice washing your own hair at home, unless it is an emergency. The third reason why your hair has refused to grow is because you are combing your hair whilst it is still dry or whilst it is tangled. Natural hair, as I mentioned earlier, is so fragile, it's so delicate. So combing your hair dry, it's a recipe for disaster. Never on earth comb your hair whilst it is so dry. Our ends are the oldest and also the most weakest part of our hair. So, and it is also the part that gets tangled. So the more you try to comb out a dry, tangled hair, trust me, you are going to break it off completely. So as much as possible, get a water in a spray bottle, spray those ends carefully, soak the water in, and then try to, manipulate it a bit with your hand, detangle it with your hand a bit, and then you can go ahead with the comb. But never use a comb to detangle your hair whilst it is still dry. You are going to break off all those ends completely. Your ends are weak and so fragile. Another thing you can also do is to comb out your hair in sections. Okay, just divide your hair into 4 partitions. Comb out the first section, second, third, and then the fourth section. Again, another thing you can also do is to use the finger combing method. That is when you use your hand or your fingertips to try to comb out your hair without actually using a real comb. So use the finger combing method, or you can apply a little bit of water to your hair. Make sure it is a bit soft before you go ahead and comb out your hair. But do not and never comb your hair whilst it is dry. Moving on, the fourth reason why your hair has refused to grow is because you do not moisturize your hair as often as you should. I want you to see your hair as a plant. Ask yourself, what does a plant need to grow? A plant needs air in the form of carbon dioxide. They also need sunlight as well as water to grow. So see your hair as a plant. For your hair to grow, for your hair to thrive, for your hair to be well nourished, you need to apply moisture. So first of all, you have to get a water, a spray bottle, very essential in your hair journey. You need a spray bottle, so you have to get a spray bottle, fill it with water. So go ahead and spray your hair with the water, and then you are doing this in section. Apply oil, any natural hair growth oil you have. It can be jojoba oil, Jamaican black castor oil, olive oil, coconut oil, almond oil, castor oil, whichever hair growth oil you have. Apply it to your hair, and also lock it and seal everything in with a cream. So cream is usually the last thing I go for. Liquid, oil, and cream, and I put my hair into twists after moisturizing, and then I apply my bonnet, go to bed. The next day I wake up, I take it out, style my hair as preferred, and I go about my day. I want you to keep in mind that our hair needs the moisture to grow, to do well, to thrive, and all that. So you have to remember to moisturize your hair. Give it water, give it all that moisture it needs to thrive. Now, the fifth reason why your hair has refused to grow, girl, is because you do not apply any form of treatment, be it protein treatment or deep conditioning. You do neither of the two. That is the reason why your hair has refused to grow. Once you are natural, you should as well see deep conditioning as part of your journey as a natural. So it has a lot of benefits. Deep conditioning has numerous benefits. I cannot even overemphasize the importance of deep conditioning your hair. Deep conditioning your hair improves your hair's elasticity. It replenishes your hair. It prevents breakage and damage. It nourishes your hair. It promotes healthy hair growth. So deep conditioning is one thing you must inculcate or add to your regimen, routine, deliberately. So if you don't know what a deep conditioning is, you can search it up over here. This place is a search engine, so search it up. I'm sure you're going to get a lot of different variety, which are all homemade. I myself, I will be trying one, and I'll be uploading it on this platform. So I need you to subscribe right now, and also turn on your notification bell so that you can be the first to get notified when I upload that particular video. Trust me, deep conditioning has so much benefit to our natural hair. The same with protein treatment. With deep conditioning, you can do that every 2 weeks. And with the protein treatment, it also has a lot of benefit. Protein treatment actually adds protein to your hair. Okay, it takes care of all the dead cells and just returns protein into your hair. which is also very beneficial. So with the protein treatment, I have a video which I'll put the link up here. I want you to click on that video after, okay, and go and find out how to do a homemade DIY protein treatment, which is so effective. The protein treatment, you can go ahead and apply that to your hair once every month and begin to see the change, girl, trust me. So deep conditioning and a protein treatment is a must for every natural girl. Now the next reason why your hair has refused to grow is because you go to bed without protecting your hair. Yes, how can you go to bed without protecting your hair? Tell me how. Listen, whenever you go to bed and you do not protect your hair, you don't wear any scarf or bonnet, there is a lot of friction. You know, you're turning and twisting and tossing in bed. It kind of creates a friction between your hair and the pillow, which causes your hair to break. Trust me, when I said that our ends are the weakest and oldest parts, believe it. It will cause your hair to become very fragile and it will break off. So you should never go to bed without protecting your hair. So when I talk about scarf and bonnet, I'm not just talking about any scarf and bonnet, but one that is made of satin or silk. You don't need a material that is made of cotton at all. Like, that's the last thing you want. So make sure that you always go to bed in a scarf or in a bonnet. I also have a satin pillowcase. On the days that I don't feel like wearing a scarf, I just use my satin pillowcase. That way I can still toss and turn anyhow I want, knowing that my hair is protected. There's not going to be any friction between my hair and the pillow. So go for a satin pillowcase if you are the type that you don't want to sleep in a scarf or in a bonnet. Other than that, you can just wear your scarf or your bonnet anytime you are going to bed. Never forget to, put on your scarf or your satin bonnet whenever you are going to bed. Finally, I would say that genetics also has a major role to play when it comes to hair growth. So never compare your journey with another person. For instance, I'm so grateful for the kind of hair that I have because it's soft, it's manageable. So never compare your hair with anybody. Trust me, God knows best. Just believe that every type of hair grows, whether it is 4C, 4B, 3A, 3B, 3C, soft, coarse, fine, whatever, all the hair types, every hair grows. So just nourish your hair, give it the love it deserves, pamper your hair, and begin to see that growth, okay? So guys, that'll be all for today's video. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and also turn on your post notification bell so that you can be the first to get notified anytime I post another video. But more especially, I want to know in the comment section which of these 6 habits or 6 reasons you are guilty of, okay? So let me know what your thoughts are, and also don't forget, subscribe.